Hey guys, Shadow Reviewer here. Today, I'm looking at Mako Mermaids Season 1, Episode 4, Lyla Alone. While it's a step up from the previous episode, it's still not great. So Lyla, Nixie, and Serena get caught snooping around Rita's, past. And Rita pretty much tells them to just go back to Mako and stop meddling. I mean, maybe you should have kicked them out in the previous episode, Rita. They're trespassing on your property. But yeah, it kind of feels muddled. And I really want to know about Rita's past, because it turns out she was going to marry a human. Okay. Kind of interesting. Do we get more context on that? We kind of do. As, yeah, it's revealed at the end of the episode, the reason why he's not around, and he sadly passed away. And, yeah, that's really sad to hear. Kind of interesting. We'll talk more about the ending in a bit. So, the girls decide to go after Zach yet again. So yeah, remember how I ranted about how terrible their characters were? Yeah, let's add on hypocrisy and blackmail. Now we can add thievery to the mix, as it turns out they stole from Rita as well. Kind of a, weird cash. Yeah, I'm protagonist, everybody. So while Lyla, I'll get to her in a bit, goes off to trying to expose Zach, Nixie and Serena decide to go get some clothes. And this is where the number of problems with this episode arise. Serena and Nixie in this episode have been, how do I put this, pretty damn aggressive. So they enter the one clothing shop that Eevee happens to work at. And after the usual clothes montage, Eevee goes on her break to go to her favorite shoe shop. And they decide to follow her. That's a certain word for that. Oh yeah, stalking. They are stalking her. And instead of just walking away and getting the hint that to leave her alone, Nixie and Eevee get into a fight, which causes them to get banned from the store. No. All three of them. Yeah, that was Nixie, Serena, and Eevee. Eevee, there's a certain, phrase you need to say, like, oh, how do I put this? Excuse me, miss. These two girls have been, stalking me, and I feel unsafe. Hold them here and call the police! I mean, my god. I mean, Eevee throughout this whole episode is pretty much... Eevee throughout this whole episode has been wrongfully punished for something that went out of her control. Being banned from her favorite store, being followed, and just feeling unsafe. And I give Gemma Forsyth some props, because she gives a pretty good performance here. And poor Eevee, she does not deserve what she did. Just an innocent girl being caught in this nonsense. Jeez. But hey, at least at the end, she gives Nixie and Serena some well-deserved payback. Pretty much, you got me kicked out of my favorite store. I'm gonna call the cops on you because the money you gave to my co-worker is not real money. Pay me up or I'm calling the police. Something you should have done ages ago. But better late than never, I suppose. And now we get to my second problem, Lyla. She's been nothing but a total ass in this episode. pretty much ignoring her two friends to go out was that by herself instead of, I don't know, waiting until the next goddamn full moon. Until then. And what does Lyla do? Try to expose Zack out in the public with a glass of water, and I don't know what happened, but apparently she doesn't know when to look left and right as she bumps into Eevee's co-worker spilling water on herself. Pretty much all that happens to her is all entirely her fault. She could have just avoided it if she just listened to Serena and Nixie. You are an idiot! Seriously! How am I supposed to like this character again? She's honestly the worst out of the three. She annoys me. But props to Lucy Fry. She does what she can with this script, but man, is Lyla insufferable. God! So, apart from that illegal stupidity, there are some things I do like about this episode. So, when Serena and Nixie hear that Lila's in trouble, Nixie somehow managed to get Lyla out of the freezer without getting noticed. And I will get this episode this. It gives Serena something to do. And she can sing. Yeah, she's got a pretty good singing voice. And props to Amy Ruffle. Her voice is incredible. I hope this becomes a major plot. I wouldn't say hope. I vaguely remember this being part of her character, but I hope we get more. Maybe more vocally. So, this is actually, her voice is incredible. I've forgotten how gorgeous her voice was. I mean, I was a silly kid back then, and I didn't understand that, but looking at it now, it's beautiful. It's incredible. So, give me more of that, please. And back to the ending. The ending's kind of sweet. Despite the stupidity they themselves caused, I will give Rita this. She is willing to compromise with them. Pretty much, she's letting them stay. And that is kind of a nice deep shape for the character. Well, they don't exactly deserve it. Rita's gone out of her way to try and help them, even though, again, they don't deserve it. Props to Rita for that. It ends on a somewhat ambiguous note. So yeah, as you can tell, I don't like this episode either, but the ending and Serena's singing voice is the best parts of this episode. Poor Eevee, and damn you girls! Particularly Lyla, seriously. And that's the end of the video, folks. I hope you like it. Give me a thumbs up, like, comment, subscribe, and I hope to get more videos out like this. Speaking of which, tomorrow, I'll be looking at Mako Mermaids Season 1, Episode 5, Blizzard. I hope to God it's a good episode. But before that, I'll be finishing out my final Sonic Forces video with my review of the game. Keep an eye out for that video. Trust me, we're almost done, people, and this nightmarish, trashy games reputation will be over. Until then, I'm the Shadow Reviewer, signing off.